Hello again, I'm Antoinette Essa. Our first guest is here to share some financial plays you can make when it comes to your money portfolio. We welcome JB Bryan back to the morning show now. I know nothing about football, so we're going to get through this with ease, and we'll all learn something.
That's right.
Offensive, defensive, and special teams.
That's
what
right.
are we talking about?
So when we think about playing a sport, especially football, they're known for having a playbook and having a game plan.
I know that part,
and
yeah.
that's right. And when it comes to our finances, if we want to win, we have to have the best playbook, financial game plan that we can. And if we break it down into categories that we can really understand and get, like offensive moves, what can we do offensively when we're carrying the ball? How can you make sure that you score the points? What do we need to do? Well, some things like making sure that you're saving every month, making sure that you're participating in the retirement plans. If you don't have one, create one, get involved in one, take advantage of those things, making sure that you're looking at your income and your spending. These are offensive moves that you can make every day, developing better habits so that you can win at that financial game.
And that's the start of it. You figure out what you have coming in and what you have going out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And how are you going to invest those things? That could be part of your offensive plan, setting up your playbook on setting up the proper allocation for your investments according to your risk tolerance. So we have to make sure that we're making the right plays so that we can protect those assets that we're developing, and that's would be a defensive move. That's how you protect your points. That's how you protect your assets, and that would include life insurance, health insurance, having the proper disability insurance, looking at long-term care as an insurance option, and seeing how you can protect your assets, having disability insurance so that if something happens to you at work, how you're going to protect your income so that you can continue to pay your bills. Life insurance would be how will your family sustain themselves after you're gone, protecting your family and their ability to...
You know, JB, a lot of people say, well, I don't make a lot of money. I have just this amount to pay mortgage or rent, my car note, my car insurance. And if you're paying your own medical insurance, you have to do that separately, plus food, plus maintenance. How do I take a little bit and save every paycheck?
You have to get into the mindset that I have to, first of all, have a game plan. I have to establish it. No matter what you have, I have to establish a plan for every dollar that I make and make a commitment to saving a portion of every dollar that I make. We must. It's too easy that when you say, I don't have any, so it doesn't matter what I do. But when you don't have that much, that's when it's really even more important that you're very careful about having a good game plan so that you can play out all the quarters and get to the end of the game, which could be like the end of your career, and have that savings accumulated, those investments accumulated that you can live off of.
And taking advantage of your work like a 401k is important to do.
And I'm glad that you brought up having because insurance has become more and more expensive, and there's less things that are covered for people. So having a game plan and looking in the fine details has to be an important part of it. Looking at the details on debts before you sign that form. Looking at what you're really purchasing for those who really have to be careful. We cannot afford to not be careful. Yeah. So the less you have, the more important it is for you to listen to this discussion. Yeah. We tend to tune it out when you say, well, I'm overwhelmed, I'm going through bankruptcy. Well, hey, that's a bad quarter, but it doesn't have to make a bad total season.
You know, that's just some of the things that are presented to you.
That's right. That's just
so
part
we talked
of the
about
game.
Offensive, defensive, special teams.
And special teams comes into when you have special situations, especially. Who are you pulling in to help you? We always say in financial discussions, consult a financial advisor, get financial assistance. You also may need to have legal assistance in order to protect your assets so that you have a lawyer on standby to keep your will updated, making sure that you have things set up the way you want them to due to your death. And so having your special teams will include your financial advisor, your lawyer, insurance agent, your family, your spouse is a big part of your special teams.
Bring everybody in together.
Yes, because it has to be a family commitment to financial success. It has to be about every play, every day that to win at this financial game, we have to be careful about how we're moving forward.
And then you're also teaching your children how to start early.
Yes, and they learn by the example that you set.
Yeah.
So if they see that you're on top of things, no matter what you make, because you see too many stories about people who really did not make a lot of money and leave millions of dollars upon their death to their college or institution. That's because they were careful about how they spend their money. Learning to live within and below your means can make a big difference in the stress level, which the doctor will talk about later, that your financial stresses can reduce your health, which can cut down on the quarters that you can accumulate assets.
Exactly.
So your financial game plan has to include making sure that you prepare, suit up, protect yourself so that you can make the moves and move forward in your life.
Well, you're so passionate about this. We so thank you for coming and sharing that passion with us. Hopefully we can grab some of that and run with it.
Yes, I appreciate the discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, JB. And JB offers free money seminars every Wednesday and noon at Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. at her office in Glen Allen. You can pre-register, or pre-registration is required. Just visit us online, WTVR.com/VTM for a link to more information.